Hello everyone, welcome to the Philip ProTrader Education video series. My name is Zihan and I will go through this presentation with you. Before we get started, please note that this presentation is for general education purpose only and does not constitute a recommendation to buy or sell specific stocks or to use the trade strategies quoted in the examples. In this video, we will go through the 4 different order types that you can place with Poems ProTrader. The 4 order types are limit order, iceberg order, contingent order, and stop limit order. A limit order is an order to buy or sell a stock at a specific price or better. It is the most common order type encountered, and if you are trading shares now, chances are that you have already used a limit order. For example, say when you place a limit order to buy SGX at $6.14. It means that you are indicating your interest to buy SGX at $6.14 exactly or at a lower price. So after submitting this order to the exchange, the trade will be successful if there is a matching counterparty selling you the stock at $6.14. Now the price need not be $6.14 exactly for the trade to be successful. If there is a matching counterparty willing to sell at say $6.10, your limit buy order will also be executed because this trade will be in your favor. The second order type that you can place on Poems ProTrader is the iceberg or height size order. A height size order is for the trader who does not want his full order size to appear in the market queue. The purpose of hiding the order size is so that other traders will not be able to know how large your buy or sell quantity is. For example, you may want to buy 500 lots of Singtel shares. If you key in this order to buy 500 lots of Singtel shares just like that, other traders will be able to see a significant increase in demand for Singtel shares. So if they are selling Singtel shares, chances are that they will now raise their selling price, knowing that there is now a huge demand for the stock. If this happens, you may end up having to pay more to fulfill your objective to buy 500 lots of Singtel shares. However, if you use the height size function and disclose your quantity to buy Singtel shares just one part at a time, then the sellers will not see any significant increase in demand for Singtel shares and will be less likely to jack up their price. One thing to note for iceberg orders is that they are only applicable on orders that are more than 50 lots, because the minimum disclosure quantity is 50 lots. You cannot use the height size function for orders less than 50 lots. The third order type that you can place on Poems ProTrader is the contingent order. A contingent order is a limit order that will only be activated if another limit order is executed. If the other limit order that it is tagged to is not executed, the contingent order will not be activated. The concept of contingent order is best understood with examples. For example, your strategy may be to buy Singtel shares at $3 and then to sell it at $3.10. However, you cannot place both orders in just like that because there is a chance that only the sell order is traded but the buy order is not traded. If this happens, you may end up in a short sell situation, which will make you liable for SGX penalty on short selling. To avoid this situation, you will need to use a contingent order. You should place a limit order to buy Singtel at $3 and then tag a contingent order to sell Singtel at $3.10. If the first order to buy Singtel is not traded, the contingent sell order will not be activated, thus ensuring that you will not short sell the shares. However, if the first order is executed, the second order will be activated and submitted to the exchange. Another example, assuming if on hand you already have Singtel shares. If your plan is to sell the existing Singtel shares and then use the sales proceeds to buy StarHub shares, you can place a limit order to sell Singtel and then tag contingent order to buy StarHub. The order to buy StarHub will only be submitted to the exchange if the first order to sell Singtel is executed. The last and fourth order type that you can place on Poems ProTrader is the stop limit order. A stop limit order is an order that will only be activated if the stock trades to or crosses a specific trigger price. We call this trigger price the stop price. Let us understand more about stop limit orders through two examples. For our first example, we look at a stock that is now trading at $2.20. Assuming if you do not want to sell the stock right now, but you feel that if the stock trades to $2 or lower, you will want to sell the stock at that point in time. To execute this trade strategy, you cannot just place a limit sell order because the order will be traded immediately. Instead, you will need to place a stop limit order with stop price at $2 and a limit price to sell at $1.99. With the use of this stop limit function, no actual order will be sent to the exchange right away, but if the stock does trade to $2 or lower, the limit order will be triggered and only then will it be submitted to the exchange. In our second example, we look at another stock that may now be trading at $1.80. Assuming if you do not want to buy the stock right now, but you feel that if the stock trades to $1.90 or higher, you will want to buy the stock at that point in time. To execute this trade strategy, you cannot just place a limit buy order because the order will be traded immediately. Instead, you can place a stop limit order with stop price at $1.90 and a limit price to buy at $1.91. With the use of this stop limit function, no order will be sent to the exchange right now, but if the stock does trade to $1.90 or higher, the limit order to buy at $1.91 will be activated and only then will it be submitted to the exchange. With that, we have come to the end of this presentation and we would like to thank you for tuning in. Shall you have any questions, do call in to our customer service department at 653-11-555 or drop us an email to talktophilip@philip.com.sg. We hope you now have a better understanding of the trading platform and we hope to see you again at our next training session.